Jy moet asseblief stil lê. Jy moet
What are you
asseblief
saying?
stil lê. Ek is hier om vir jou te help.
It's so
Ek is hier om vir jou te help.
breathe.
Juffrou, jy het baie seer
you
gekry.
saying? What are you
Juffrou, jy het baie seer
so
gekry.
much.
Ek wil net vir jou
so
help.
much.
Ek wil net vir jou help. Kan ons as pynstillers hier by haar kry asseblief? Pynstillers hier by haar kry asseblief. Ons wil vir jou mobiliseer. Maar jy moet doodstil lê asseblief. Maar jy moet doodstil lê asseblief. My juffrou asseblief. My juffrou asseblief. Ek wil net vir jou help. Ek wil net vir jou help.
Help me.
Rhosyn. I sit up and I see people in black leather suits on horses encircling us. I want to ask Rhysfleur what's going on, but the warning in his eyes shows me that I need to be quiet. I acquiesce. A man with thin features smiles sharply, gets off his horse, and walks towards me. After so long, I have finally found you, my lady. He bows low, a bow that looks very disingenuous. I say nothing. My welfare and the welfare of Rhysfleur depends on this person believing that I had some worth to him. I saw smoke around your village and rushed as fast as I could to deliver aid, but alas, I was too late. I see that yourself and your protector escaped. How fortunate. I sensed more than you that I needed to remain silent, so I mustered all the courage that I could and stared square into his eyes. As your protector didn't do much to keep you safe, I will take on that role. Oh, don't worry, my lady, I will never separate the two of you, but I will keep you safe in my castle. If you would come with me? I looked at him. My protector will come with me unharmed, I ordered, rather than asked. Yes, my lady, your wish will always be my command. I knew this was a lie, but I had no choice. We were severely outnumbered. I stood firm, waiting until Rhysfleur mounted a horse, before I allowed myself to be pulled onto a horse myself. I felt this rider's hand rubbing around my waist and felt my skin crawl. He would pay for this violation. We rode for what felt like ages until we came to a stone face against a hill. The path zigzagged upwards, and the horses grunted with the strain of the steep uphill path. The unceasing path finally ended with waterways crashing down either of us. When we came to a castle that looked majestic. As soon as we stopped in a courtyard, I was assisted off. Someone came forward and roughly grabbed my arm. Ow! Oh, it hurt. My abductor must have seen this, as he came forward and swiftly punched my assailant in the abdomen. I looked up at my abductor and he smiled. As said, my lady, no harm will come to you or your protector unless... Well, no need for that now. We need to get you into attire befitting the royalty that you are. A young woman, fear drenched in her eyes, walked forward, and out of sheer pity for her, I walked towards her. Turning around, I realized that I couldn't find Rhifulur anywhere. He will be taken to your location, my lady. You need to go with Gochaf now and be prepared for dinner. I turned, and I took the young girl's hand in mine and coaxed her to lead on. Her hand was ice cold and she was shaking, but she led onwards into the castle. Oh, what a majestic place. I can't keep my eyes off the gold-painted walls and highly polished clay floors. Whoever this person was who abducted me, he clearly was rich, but his wealth didn't impress me at all. All I can remember is the malice in his voice and in his eyes. His wanting me here has nothing to do with charity. The fear of those who scurry around in the castle show me that happiness does not reside here. Eventually I reach the room and I walk into the room on the girl opening the heavy door for me. My breath catches in my throat. A massive 4-poster bed stands against the left wall. Heavy, dark blue velvet blankets covering the bed. On the right is a heavy and intricately carved cupboard, and in it contains many beautiful dresses made with expensive materials, silks, velvets. Ahead of me is a large window overlooking lush, beautiful gardens, and all the corners of the wall is painted in silver paint. Such magnificence, such beauty. I wonder at which cost this came. Rhifulur. I look at the pale face of the girl that my abductor had called Gochaf, and I gently asked her to take me to Rhifulur. She hesitates for a moment before curtsing and leading me to a room further down the passage. It is empty. Panic-stricken, I turn to Gochaf and I ask her again where Rhifulur is. Trying hard not to make her see the panic welling up inside me. Suddenly the door opens and Rhifulur is thrown inside the room. Someone has a wooden baton in his hand and is about to strike Rhifulur when I put up my hand and demand him to stop. He freezes. All freeze, except Rhifulur and myself. He looks up at me knowingly. My Rhosyn, now do you believe? Without thinking, I place a gentle hand over his bleeding brow and instantly it heals. Do you see why you are so valuable? Why you have been hunted? I place my hand on his face and color returns to his cheeks as pain leaves his body. Tell me how we get out of here. Kissing my hand, he says, all you need to do is want it. I close my eyes